You are tuned into a special player spotlight interview on the CS Podcast.
Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast presented by the NFL Draft Bible and NUC Sports. Be sure to check out the NUC Sports magazine at NFLDraftBible.com. I'm your guys' host, Chris Shanafelt, and joining the show now for a special player spotlight interview is Illinois State Redbirds standout running back Marshaun Coprich. Marshaun, I know that you guys just wrapped up fall camp with the Red versus White scrimmage on Saturday. How was camp? How was the scrimmage? And how does it feel to be back on the field getting ready for the upcoming season?
It felt great just to be out there with my brothers, just working on us and just focusing on what we need to do to get better, to get back to Frisco.
Now, last season, you mentioned Frisco. Now, last season, it's one that will go down in the record books for not only you, but the entire Illinois State football team. Marshaun, you, of course, led the FCS with over 2,200 rushing yards and 27 rushing touchdowns. As for the team, you guys ended up finishing the regular season 13-1. The only loss coming from Northern Iowa late in the season, and then you guys were able to knock them out in the first round of the FCS playoffs, along with Eastern Washington and New Hampshire, to meet North Dakota State in the FCS championship game. It was the first time ISU has ever made it to the national championship game, and it looked like you guys were going to knock off the reigning three-time national champs. You know, you guys were up 27-23 with, I believe, just over a minute remaining, but of course the North Dakota State Bison were able to drive down the field and score a late game-winning touchdown. Now, although you guys lost that game 29-27, how special of a year was that for you and your team, and would you say that there's extra fuel added to the fire to be great this season after coming up just short last year?
It's actually motivation to us to show that we could go and compete and reach that stage. And now for us, the only achievement is the national championship. Because we know we could get there. Now we need to just finish and take it off.
And, of course, the road to the national championship opens this season in just a few weeks, September 5th, at the University of Iowa. Now, the Missouri Valley Football Conference may just be the toughest conference in the FCS. I mean, last year the national championship game consisted of two Missouri Valley Football Conference teams, and, of course, Illinois State and North Dakota State. But how excited are you to have the opportunity to open up the season against a Big Ten team such as the Iowa Hawkeyes?
I'm very excited just to go down there and play against that type of program that's very good, and us just to show like where we're at. It'll show where we're at in that game. It'll be like the national championship game. It's gonna be like a high level, high intensity game.
And last season, you guys came out. You guys kind of came out of nowhere. At least it seemed that way to me. I mean, in 2013, you guys finished just below 500 at 5-6, and then last season, of course, you guys, like I said, it'll go down as one of the greatest seasons in ISU football history. Do you feel that more people want a piece of the Redbirds this time around because of the success you guys had last year and how everybody is high on the team entering this season?
I feel we always had a chip on our shoulders. Since I got here, I feel that nobody likes us, and we don't get honored like we should, but we don't really focus on that. We're just focused on winning games and just making sure that everybody's doing their assignment.
Marshaun, your head coach, Coach Brock Spack, he does something I think is pretty cool. I believe it's one day every year. The offense comes out to his house, and you guys have lunch and swim at his pool. It's like a bonding moment, and then a couple hours later, the defense does the same thing. But it is split up between the offense and the defense. Do the players enjoy that type of thing every year?
Yeah, it's because we're all the family. We just sit around. Everybody's family's there. We're eating, having fun, talking, just enjoying life, and just getting real close with each other, and then right before we kick off the season.
And how would you describe your head coach, Brock Spack? I mean, he's had a pretty nice run there at ISU. He's now entering his 7th season as head coach. I know that he played linebacker at Purdue, I believe, back in the 80s, which explains why, at least to me, he seems like a player's coach.
Yes, he is. He's a great coach. He talks to us. He just motivates us. Tells us that he wants nothing but the best for us, and he pushes all of us to achieve what we want, knowing that we can win a national championship.
Illinois State Redbirds stud running back Marshaun Coprich joining the CS podcast, brought to you by the NFL Draft Bible and NUC Sports. Check out NFLDraftBible.com. And just a couple hours ago, Marshaun, the Reese's Senior Bowl released their watch list for this upcoming season, and you made the list. Obviously, you have to go out and perform, but what does it mean to you just to know that you are on the radar to participate in the nation's top All-Star game?
It means a lot. Know that that people are paying attention to me and my success that I'm producing off the field. I always wanted to play in that game since I was little, so now it's just time for me to produce on the field so I can get in there.
Well, you are entering your senior year. How much, if at all, will the possibilities of playing in the National Football League be on your mind this season?
I won't be focusing on it. I'll just be focusing on helping my team win games to reach the national championship. After our last game, hopefully January 10th in Frisco, Texas, I'll start focusing on that.
Well, there you go. Definitely the right mindset. I'm sure all of your teammates, coaches will be happy to hear that. Like I said, the right mindset, that's for sure. Now, Marshaun, you have seen a lot of success throughout your time at ISU, specifically last season, and you still have one more season to go. But if I were to ask you to single out one play throughout your ISU career, what play are you bringing up?
I would say Eastern Washington, my 72-yard run in the third quarter.
And I believe that's, at least as of right now, that's your longest run of your college football career. Is that correct?
Yeah, but my sophomore year, I had ran a 97-yard touchdown, but they called it back, said it was holding.
Go figure, right? What do you feel is your biggest strength as a running back?
That I could do everything. I could catch, run, pass block. I even like doing special teams, kick return.
Not every starting running back doesn't mind playing special teams, so that's definitely an asset right there. Now, not really a weakness, but what's the toughest part about playing running back?
I would say you just gotta be prepared to give hits to the defense because you don't want to accept them. You don't want to take those blows to your body, so you give them blows to their body so they feel you.
All right, final question for you, Marshaun. Like I said, I really do appreciate your time. What are both your personal and team expectations for 2015? I mean, last year was last year. It's now your senior year, and I know you want to go out with a bang.
My personal expectations is to rush for 2,000 yards and get 30 touchdowns. And for my team, I want us to reach the national championship and win it.
All right. Well, you guys were you guys were close last year, and I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that you guys could certainly achieve that this upcoming season. Marshaun, I really do appreciate your time. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and all the best this season, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me, and go Redbirds.